The next thing that we wanted to look at was to try and look at these encasements from more of a realistic point of view, what it might be like in the field. In other words, when encasements are installed, what if somebody doesn't take the time to pull that zipper pull closed to its absolute maximum extent? Or what if over time that zipper pull backs off just a little bit, a tooth or two? And we've all seen zippers do this where we pull them tight, but then they back off just a little bit. And so this becomes very important because we want to make sure that the three encasements that were effective, the Mattress Safe, the National Allergy Elegance, and the Protect-A Bed encasement, when they're installed in the real world, if there's a little bit of error in how well that zipper stays closed, will they still be effective? And so the experimental design was, again, the same, with the difference being that the end stop was opened up a tooth or two in each one of these encasements, and the control was similar as the last experimental group that we looked at. Now, I do need to mention a little bit about the Mattress Safe because I received two different style encasements. The first three replicates were done with the encasements that I first received, and what you can see is that they have a hook and a latch mechanism. The zipper pull latches onto this hook here, and you can see that even in the locked position, it can back off, exposing a very large opening that bedbugs could easily get out of. Now, since I received those encasements, the manufacturer has moved this hook back a bit, and you can see now there's a good half-inch space between the zipper pull and the hook, so that now when the zipper pull is latched onto the hook, there's a lot of tension that's created, which now prevents this from backing off in the locked position. However, there is still a concern if this stitching were to give, or if for any reason this encasement's tampered with and the zipper were to open just a little bit. So when we did the testing, the first three replicates were actually done with the zipper in the locked position, and it opened up ever so slightly, and the last two replicates we unhooked it and opened it up about a tooth. And as you can see from the results, only the Protect-A Bed encasement was still effective at containing bed bugs when the zipper was backed off from its fully closed position. You can see that in the Mattress Safe, National Allergy replicates, the bed bugs were readily able to get out of these encasements even when the zipper was only opened about a tooth or two, compared to the control group, where we see 5 bugs escaping over the test period. So this means there's very little room for error. In fact, there's no room for error with these encasements should that zipper back off at all. Here's an example of the National Allergy Elegance model, and it shows that when that zipper is backed off a couple teeth, you can see the bed bug emerging from inside the encasement, and here you see one of the bugs that has escaped. And in the Mattress Safe encasement, in the replicates where it was still hooked, you can see that the encasement is barely open whatsoever, only about a tooth, but yet the bugs are able to easily escape the confines of the encasement. And then in the other replicates where it's unhooked and again barely opened, the bed bugs are readily escaping. The reason that the Protect-A Bed encasement was so effective at still containing bed bugs even after the zipper had been opened up a little bit is because of this feature that they call bug lock. And what bug lock is, you can see this quilted area, stitched area around the zipper and the zipper end stop. And what this is it's a foam pad underneath. So the zipper literally needs to be opened about 3.5 inches before there's an opportunity for the bed bugs to escape. And here you can see the inside of the encasement. Here's this foam pad that's this quilted section on the inside. And you can see as the zipper is being opened up, that pad underneath. And what happens is when the zipper is pulled shut, it sort of sucks that foam pad tightly up underneath the zipper, creating a complete seal, making it impossible for bed bugs to escape. So this zipper has to be opened up a good 3.5 inches before there's any opportunity for failure. Well, in conclusion, mattress encasements are in fact maybe one of the most important tools in a bed bug management program, and have become very, very effective and important when it comes to dealing with beds. They're being used for the early detection of bed bugs by restricting the activity to the exterior of the encasement where bed bugs can be very readily detected. Their signs and symptoms can be visibly seen much more easily than if the bed bugs were allowed to infest the confines of the interior of the mattress and the box spring. They're also being used as a proactive measure to help prevent the infestation of replacement bedding and to react to infestations by protecting the replacement bedding as well as salvaging existing bedding that's already infested for individuals who can't afford to throw their beds away. Advertising claims in some cases can be very misleading, and as a result they can provide a false sense of security to people because they lead people to believe that the encasement that they're going to be buying will in fact be effective in preventing the escape of bed bugs. And it's for this reason that it's so important that use of encasements, purchase of encasements, be based upon ones that have strong scientific data backing the claims that are being made. When we did the testing, all the encasements that we examined were effective at preventing the escape of bed bugs through the actual zipper teeth. However, the zipper end stops did prove to be a point of great vulnerability. 3 of the 6 encasements that were examined failed to prevent bed bugs from escaping through the zipper end stop even when they were fully closed to their maximum extent. When 2 of the encasements were backed off just a couple of teeth, they too failed in preventing the escape of bed bugs, and there was only 1 of the 6 encasements that was completely effective even when the zipper was opened up slightly. As a result, there's a lot of care that must be taken when installing mattress encasements, particularly if you're dealing with an encasement that leaves you with no room for error. Because if the encasement is not installed correctly, if it is tampered with, or the zipper just backs off naturally, there's an opportunity for bed bugs to escape the encasement and for the encasement to fail. In the future, I think some important areas that we need to pay attention to are doing extended laboratory studies as were already done for the mattress safe and the protective bed encasements, but I think this is important that all encasements be subjected to rigorous laboratory studies that are done over a period of time, say 30 days to 60 days, ensuring that bed bugs cannot escape when invoked with a blood meal. I also think studies that look at some of the durability of these encasements is also important because obviously if any of these encasements, regardless of which ones they are, become ripped, torn, or compromised in some fashion, they'll obviously no longer be effective. And finally, it'd be interesting to see somebody conduct an analysis on the efficiencies that encasements can gain in a control program, again through increased efficiencies for inspections on follow-up visits as well as control by taking the complexity of the mattress and the box spring out of the equation and simplifying that environment. So with that, I'd like to conclude, and I would like to acknowledge and thank ICR Laboratories as well as the University of Florida for supplying the first instar starved bed bugs that were used to complete this study. Thank you very much.